In the previous episode on goal setting, we talked about the easier way to sell definition for the word problem. A problem exists when there's a difference between where you are and where you say you want to be. Now, you may not be clear on your goals, and that's okay, but here are the 3 questions that I suggested you consider. Within $1,000, how much money are you going to make within the next 12 months? Question number 2, how many more sales on average do you need to achieve that goal? And third, what is your closing ratio? You determine your closing ratio by asking yourself, out of every 10 appointments, how many sales do you close? And remember, a small increase in your productivity can make a big difference in your life. In Major League Baseball, what's the difference between a .270 hitter and a .310 hitter? Now, while it's only 4 more successful baseball hits out of every 100 tries, the difference in average salary per season is $5 million. So, you don't have to make a big change, you just need to make an incremental change to achieve the success you say you want. But first, you must know where you are. Use the easier way to sell communications model to increase your business by 20 to 50%, and during that time, have clearly defined goals. Here was your assignment. Figure out where you are and where you want to be. In this second installment of our conversation about goals and goal setting, we'll cover 2 exercises that will help you identify and reach your objectives. No matter what time of year you set your goals, it's always a source of satisfaction when those goals are reached. What steps can you take to help you identify and reach your goals more easily and more often? Let's first talk about SMART goals. SMART goals originated in the world of engineering, and they apply as well to the world of effective communication. Each letter of the word SMART represents a tactical approach to goal setting. The S stands for specific. The M stands for measurable. The A represents action-oriented goals. The R is for realistic, and the T is for timely. Let's go over those one at a time. You'll find a complete discussion about SMART goals on page 247 of the Close the Deal Without Selling Action Guide. But here's how you create a SMART goal. First of all, a SMART goal must be specific. For a goal to be a goal, it must be specific and it must be written down. For instance, I will learn and use each of the doctor-style open-ended questions on page 176 of the Close the Deal Without Selling Action Guide. And remember, an unwritten goal is merely a wish. Now, it has to be measurable. You need milestones. You need to identify the event and set the date. My goal is to learn all the doctor-style open-ended questions on page 176 of the Close the Deal Without Selling Action Guide within 10 days. Next comes action-oriented. Avoid vague phrases like, I'll work harder on my questioning skills. Substitute an action phrase like, over the next 10 days, I will memorize and use 2 new doctor-style open-ended questions per day. Make your goals realistic. Your goals must be reachable. For instance, I will memorize the dozens of doctor-style open-ended questions contained in the action guide by this afternoon. Possible? Yeah. Likely? No. Unreachable goals are as useless as goals that can be reached too easily. Here's a quick story. A trainer is meeting with a group of loan brokers. The trainer asks each of the participants to commit to a number of new loans that they will originate in the following month. One of the representatives claims she will complete 15 new loans. The trainer congratulates her, takes 10 $100 bills out of his wallet, and hands them to the lady. He said, "This $1,000 is for you if you reach your goal of 15 new loans." She thanked him and said she will do it. And then he asked her, where her $1,000 is. And he goes on to say, if you close 15 new deals, you get to keep the $1,000. But if you don't close 15 new deals, you have to give my $1,000 back to me plus $1,000 of your own money. The smile leaves her face. The trainer asks, are you really going to close 15 deals over the next month? Or are you just trying to look good? The lady blushes. The trainer asks, what's the most amount of deals you've ever closed in a month? And she responds, 8. He asks, is it realistic for you to close 15 new loans in 1 month when the most you've ever done is 8? She asks if she could change her goal to 10 new deals. And of course she could, because she has now made her goal realistic. And finally, the T stands for timely. Ask yourself, do I have time to take this on? Have I given the goal so much time that it's meaningless? Make your goal timely. I will complete this project by next year is not timely. And that's how you create a SMART goal. You make it specific. You make it measurable. You make it action-oriented. You make it realistic and timely. Okay, let's turn to the second set of goal-setting questions. And these questions are designed to help you move past goal identification and into the conversation of reaching the goals you've identified. This exercise is called the structure of results. Okay, when you employ the questions contained in the structure of results, you'll clarify and illuminate your goal-oriented mindset. Plug your SMART goal into these questions. And here's the first question. What do you want? And make sure you state that in the positive. Avoid statements that begin with the words, I don't want. Communicate your outcome in the positive. Second, how will you know when you've got it? What evidence will you have? What will you see? What will you feel? What will you hear? What will you smell? What will you taste that lets you know you've gotten and reached your goal? Third is what will happen if you get it? How will achieving the outcome affect your life? Fourth is what will happen if you don't get it? How will not achieving the outcome affect your life? And finally, what stopped you from getting it already? What needs to be changed or made different for you to achieve your desired outcome? Let's go over the structure of results one more time. What do you want? How will you know when you've got it? What will happen if you get it? What will happen if you don't get it? And what stopped you from having it already? Okay, that's the structure of results. Get your SMART goal in place and clarify your strategy with the structure of results. And remember, goals, plans, and strategy are kissing cousins when it comes to your success. So find out where you are, determine where you want to be, and as a P.S., I insist that you have fun with your goal-setting exercises. You've heard me say that everything that's not physical in our world has been made up or invented. Names, ideas, concepts, goals, they're all made up out of the minds of humankind. The vision of your success, the one that you're holding in your mind right now, it's made up. It's invented. That vision of your goals is your future. I'll leave you with this quote that I first heard on the TV show The X-Files. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. So, go invent your future.